Hey guys, so today I am going to talk about pain and an experience that I had today whilst I was doing some exercises. And so I was doing some exercises this morning, and I did a particular exercise, and I had this pain come up in my back muscle here. I got a problem or an issue with like a nerve getting trapped. I think it's here or on the other side, but I know I've got issues around here with my back muscles and stuff, and so on and so forth. And so that happened, and I was in an absolute immense amount of, it's just like, it felt as if it was funny because I knew something was wrong, and it hurt quite a lot, and I had this feeling that if I bent in a certain way or, tried to move in some way, that it would get worse. And so I stopped, and I was conscious of this pain, and I saw all the emotions, all the feelings come up. Oh, what have I done? Now I won't be able to do this, what I've set out to do in my exercises, and, I'm going to have to cancel it all and let it all heal. And then what about work? All this stuff was going on inside my head. And I was able to sort of watch that and say, well, wait a moment, because it doesn't have to be this way. And so I went through a degree of, because now what happens is for me is when I get pain like this, is that I tend to stop and think, well, it doesn't actually have to get any worse. It doesn't have to be really bad. Whereas before I would have gone, oh God, this is awful, and and then I'd sort of move, and I'd sort of actually start going into what the pain is like, and then making it worse by thinking about it. Well, this, what could this mean? And then really panicking and worrying. It's just sort of buying into that panic and worry about the pain and stuff. But instead, I just stopped, and I was like, maybe it will get worse, maybe it won't. And so I went out, and I was just, kind of with it for a while. And I made a decision that I didn't want to go further into this. And so I just decided to let it be and do whatever it did. And I just made a decision to carry on and do what I was doing with my day. And the pain, although it's still there, has lessened because I took my attention off what what I thought the pain was doing to me. And so that was really good. A really good sort of experience, and it made me very aware of again of the thoughts and the feelings that I've had recently around many different things. Yesterday I had another experience, and it's just really a message to when when things happen like this, is that you can, although you may not be able to stop the pain, and you may not be able to stop the effects, you can actually lessen them by not focusing on them so much. And I'm not saying necessarily that you could probably maybe do this with everything, but I believe you could. But at the same time, I realise that there are certain situations where you may not be able to in quite the same way. But it's just more that if you don't buy into it, if you're aware of what's happening in your body, if you're aware that your body is giving you signals for a good reason, and that it's not because your body's against you, it's because your body's trying to tell you something. It's got a message for you, and that's exactly what my body was trying to tell me. It had a message. Maybe I was working too hard on my exercises. It could be anything. I don't actually know what that message is yet, and that's totally irrelevant at the moment. But your body is trying to give you a message. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that experience because I think, it's really a reflection on my journey, the journey that I'm taking, and the things that I'm able to sort of become, I wouldn't say, separated from, but not in such a way that I'm trying to ignore them, but I'm able to sort of put myself outside of a situation now, or put myself outside of the pain and think, rather than reacting to the pain, I can now choose to make a response to the pain what am I going to do about what am I going to do? You know, I'm going to respond to this pain. Am I going to respond to this pain or am I going to react to this pain and totally buy into it? Or am I going to step back and choose to respond in a different way to the pain and see it as not as bad as it could actually be? So anyways, guys, that's the video today, and just a different way to respond to pain. And take it easy, and I'll speak to you very soon.